So then we come in and machine this surface here. We do two things. We square it up here and here, because this is where it rides on the bearing, and this is where it rides on the stator. And so once you machine them, then there's an air gap that you run between the magnets. I'll show you over here. And so we machine them to a certain height and everything. Where from the factory, they don't machine them. There's all different heights and everything. So. When we built it, we're the only ones that built Toyota magnetos for the Toyota motor. We're the one that came up with the setup. But basically what we learned was this has a reluctor on it like so. And most of all your stock MSD stuff has a bushing on the bottom. When the cam pushes on it, it takes a shaft and does this to it. So it throws this off. So it won't fire. Sometimes it doesn't fire accurately 45 degrees every time. So we put a special roller bearing in here, and then we have a race that attaches to the shaft, and it takes all that out of it. The new deal is now is they run a short stack on these things. So this is a short base housing, so it drops it down, and they got to get it shorter so they can get the air box on it. So part of this, that's what this housing is. These are going to be put together for Kistler. He uses a lot of short stack stuff. Every one of them come in here and we machine this surface right here so that they're straight. And there's one with a key in it. Because all your gears come non-keyed. In other words, they look like this. There's no keyway in it. So we use the two holes that come stock, which are here and here. And put it in here like so, and lock it into place. Then we come in here and rotate. Now if you look at it, see it's got a keyway all the way through it. And that slides over the shaft here and locks itself into kind of, I've got burrs in there, stuff in here, but it goes in here and slides on the key, then the holes line up and you just put a rope in it, and now you don't break rope ends in it. This attaches to this part. Then once it's screwed together, and I'll show you one done. Then you have to place the magnets starting north, south, because magnets are directional. So, and a magneto goes north, south, north, south. So there's your north pole and there's your south pole. So you start north, south, north, south, north, south, north, south. Then once it's all together, we make these pads. This is the pad that gets used on this. And after the magnet's in, it sits in there like so. And then once it's all done, then you have a plate that comes in here and keeps everything in line once it's done. It's quite a process. And that's what sits in the back of the motor. Then the air box comes and sits on top of it. Well, we take this out, we put a flat style cap on it now to clear. When you shorten everything and you bring it down, it hits this cap, so you can't get the air box all the way down. So we built we put this cap on it. And then what we do with this cap is, being that it has less area for air, we drill and we put these breathers in it so you can get the air in and out, because if you run out of oxygen, it's going to crossfire inside the cap. So, and then we made an adapter that this sits on, like so. And basically, this is the difference. You can see how much is taken out of the top of that. And the cool thing about it is the way we built it was you could still use the stock rotor if you have our steel shaft. Because then the rotor just goes over this and you could use the stock one without having to make a special rotor. And there's a lot of these out there right now.
That's the 13 ampere, so you'll know it's a 13 when it's got that being punched in the side right there. Line it up here to 8400 RPM. Yeah, that's where it's going to fire at right here. You'll see it lined with the 0 here, so that's where basically it's going to start. That's awesome. So that's what it is. So fix it up a little more.
Press trigger in the Magneto. The Magneto there's a joint connector. There's a